Greetings from the Whole Elephant Institute. I'm Dr. Lotus Weiss from the Whole Elephant Institute. Today we are broadcasting from the Whole Elephant Institute Seattle office. It's a beautiful day. So hello to all my team members in New York and hello to all my team members in Seattle, Washington. Yesterday we finished the incorporation of important elements from both East Coast and West Coast, and I think today now we are having a new cycle a new cycle of incorporating East and West. So just want to keep a note of what's going on right now. I have temporarily set up this table by the window, and I have my iPhone, use the camera of the iPhone to do this daily work notes. I went to the downstairs kitchen and noticed that there was a Chinese young gentleman closed the kitchen door and was doing barbecuing, and so I immediately communicated with him regarding why I'm here, who I am, and also inquired into his current status of study and work, and his plan of the future of his work. So basically during those conversations, I starting to realize that there are a lot of young talents that will be joining our Whole Elephant Institute, and my trip here in Seattle, stationed in the UW district, I think the divine is pointing out to me that the future great team of the Whole Elephant Institute, the Chinese Charter School, is going to come from UW current students. So yeah, starting to connect with the UW students. They all look really I like them. I really do. I think in my eyes they're like my own children. So after coming here, initially I was hoping that my son Noah would be the one that welcome Mama, come to Seattle, got the first Seattle office, the room all settled with essentials, and so that Mama comes to Seattle and I feel like homecoming. And I have my son, and I have my former colleagues, I have my former neighbors, I have my former friends, I have my former Falun Dafa fellow practitioners. It was about the time of 2005 that what Dr. Wang left behind. So I thought when I come back to Washington State, and I will be first connecting with Dr. Wang's stage people. But to my great surprise, no, that's not it. Noah is not here. He's in LA. And fellow practitioners view Dr. Wang to be the troublemaker. And view Dr. Wang to be the one that damaged Falun Dafa reputation because she lost everything. Family, laboratory, family properties, and all kinds of negative stories spread all over the place. Wherever Dr. Wang went, was always trouble after trouble. So coming back to Washington State, this trip, I personally also don't feel that I'm Dr. Tang Wang at all, and in every regard, in my heart, I view Noah, Allen, Benner Research Institute, former colleagues, and Seattle Falun Dafa practitioners, and everybody. I mean, this is Washington State people, and I treasure everyone. Doesn't matter what's in the past or present or in the future. For me, they are called sentient beings if they are not Falun Dafa practitioners. And if they are true, genuine Falun Dafa practitioners, they are the great Dafa disciples. I have, this one body concept with this group of people, that I'm one body with the true Dafa disciples. And then the rest of the people, they are all my precious people, and they are all waiting to hear the truth, and they are all, in every regard at different level, facing challenges in life. And I'm here primarily not to go be any group's member. I'm Dr. Lotus Weiss. I'm the president of the Hoa Elephant Institute. The Hoa Elephant Institute is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we have our mission, we have our projects, and I need to do my job as the president of the Hoa Elephant Institute, and we have projects. And on the platform of the Hoa Elephant Institute, we have two big projects in Washington State that we want to get it done. The first one is the Hoa Elephant Chinese Charter School of Seattle. The second one is Shenong Labs. So I come here to Washington State, and I completed the lease agreement, and I secured a office space for the Hoa Elephant Institute, and I am now in charge of the operation of this office until August 31st. The lease for this office ends on August 31st. Now, during this period of time, I need to make sure we're going to be able to secure enough resource to continue the operation of the Seattle office of the Hoa Elephant Institute, and I need to advance the course of these two main projects of the Hoa Elephant Institute. While stationed here in the UW district, I need to also actively carry out community outreach as a nonprofit organization to continue to spread the message of the Hoa Elephant Institute and to connect with those who are predestined to join us. And so that's what basically is going on every day. So for my team members in New York, I want to make sure that I'm not leaving New York behind. The New York Flushing office is our main campus. It's our headquarter office, and currently we are still straightening up certain important critical elements in the Flushing office, because when we first started that office, the donor, Dr. Jianxin Bao, he had his ulterior motives, and he was trying to infiltrate for the CCP into the Hoa Elephant Institute, and he pretended to be donating to support our nonprofit organization, but actually behind him there was a secret agenda, and they wanted to gradually want to pretty much cause a lot of trouble for the Hoa Elephant Institute's operation. and luckily I detect that very early on in the whole situation. He was sending rent donation money to support the rent directly to the owner, and bypassing the Whole Elephant Institute bank account. And a lot of owners, they also really don't care where the money comes from, so they basically only perceive a regular rent of a room in their house. So they pretty much accepted Dr. Jian Xinbao's cash as the deposit to begin with, and then gradually considered Dr. Jian Xinbao to be the man behind the office, and then they even wanted to report issues back to Dr. Jian Xinbao. And behind Dr. Jian Xinbao basically was the 610 office in China. So, this dark, quantum field of the CCP persecution infiltrates into America, and to try to, silence the important truth voice of those people who have chosen to be the truth warrior. And they want to follow, they want to control, they want to give temptation, and they particularly like to tap into the weakness of human being, the sentimental issues. So even Falun Dafa practitioners, we all have family members, we all have friends, we have our very profound connection with China. And so what CCP taps into when they infiltrate, one very important way they do that is through tapping into the sentimental love of the people. Doesn't matter you're a Falun Dafa practitioner, or you're a Christian, or you're a other spiritual practitioner, or you're just on the surface not really choosing any spiritual path, but you are still a spiritual person. However, you forget you're a spiritual person and you're just making money as a businessman, or you're just lost in your busy human agenda. Be a mom, be a dad, making a salary, and take care of family, things like that. Now, what the CCP can do usually is that if they detect certain people who have decided to, make a stand for the truth, or even basically actively doing the truth work to spread the truth, they basically target these people, and they study the family environment, work environment, neighborhood, everything. They have their secret, what the Chinese people call Wu Mao, the 50-cent people. They have the CCP spies, they have certain thugs. They also have very specialized trained agents that directly, pose as a Falun Gong practitioner, pose as a, human rights supporter, or for democracy, whatever. They basically mixed up with the people that are true. So they come to those true warriors, and then they start to tap into those true warriors certain loopholes. Okay, usually the most easily tapped into loopholes are the sentimental love, because in this world, right, people live for sentimentality, right? Of course, people also seek for money, power, fame, right? What the cultivators always say, the cultivation to eliminate the three humanists called Ming, Li, Qing. The greatest temptation that really kind of make you a human in this world, and you live for it, you're immersed in it, you don't even recognize it, you think that's what you are here for. It's like the human sentimental love, Qing, and the fame, right? Ming, and the profit, it's called Li. So Qing Ming, Li. Those three things usually are great loopholes that the CCP tap into to infiltrate. And so, yeah, throughout my 18 years journey to build the Whole Elephant Institute, my heart was constantly challenged and tested by those temptations of Ming, Li, Qing. Because when I was at the stage of Wang Tong Wen, I was admired by so many people for, those three elements, as if I had it all, as Wang Tong Wen, right, Dr. Tong Wen Wang. So when I start to make a stand for Falun Gong, when I start to choose to be a genuine Falun Dafa practitioner, when I decided that I'm going to dedicate my life to spread the truth and to deliver the message of salvation to mankind, then certainly I think I was being tested all the time to see whether I'm worthy. Whether I'm worthy to be able to do that. Because when you want to do that, you no longer can be someone that is controlled by Ming, Li, Qing. So, yeah, the Flushing office established in 2015. Pretty much the entire process was just a big drama of the test of whether I was worthy. And I think I eventually, through my commitment to follow my great teacher, Falun Dafa teacher, follow Dafa to be a genuine cultivator. And thanks to my teacher, thanks to Dafa, thanks to everyone. I'm grateful to everyone in the past 18 years that came into my journey. And some of them came, to seek help. Some of them came to make trouble. Some of them came to learn the truth. And so I was there to embrace everyone, whoever came to me. And I love everyone. I trust everyone. I respect everyone. And I'm asking for trust, love, and respect in return. And that's basically my operational mode. It's not driven by any other agenda, but pure-heartedly to embrace each other, to treasure each other, and to commit to help those who deliver back trust, love, respect to me. My commitment to be there for them all the way, as long as they choose, to follow me all the way. Not follow me and view me as a leader, but I mean follow me to together follow the truth, together, to validate the truth, together to uphold the truth, and together to spread the truth. And by doing so, each one is blessed by our Creator, because I view myself as the messenger, the truth warrior. And that's my mission, and that is the mission of the Whole Elephant Institute. Yes, we have very specific projects of education, health, business, media, and law. But what are those projects for? The projects are all for one goal. It's for people to together seek the truth, follow the truth, validate the truth, uphold the truth, spread the truth, and ultimately we elevate to our origin, our most beautiful origin in the universe, where we were first created. So that's my message on July 22nd, 2022 from the Seattle office of the Whole Elephant Institute.